So this is really disheartening. I've got an issue and I don't know what it is. I'm making a video promptly after I got back from the failure. I haven't changed anything in a week. The car's been running great. I switched the fan lead over to the receiver's auxiliary, and it's been working. You guys have seen that in the video. So I've got auxiliary into the bind port, into the correct spot for the fan. Servos into channel 1, throttle into channel 2. No BEC, nothing else fancy hooked up. I've got no cut wires, no issues on anything. I've examined it all, but again, this is right when I'm getting back. I've got a series connector that I made that doesn't have any visual cracks, cuts, severs, or anything. Following along, you know that I took a pack that I had shorted out a long time ago that was in storage voltage. I separated it just last night. Here's the other one cell. That's all the puffing that had happened from the short. So I took the one good cell, and again, this is after the fail, so I know it's not full because I ran it some before it failed. That one's at 3.9, and this 2S pack .786, so both are right within the realm of where they should be. I'm going to pause it and hook up the series connector again. Positive to negative, positive, negative. Okay, series 11.8. We're looking good. Radio's on to my STRC chassis / 4x4. I've got 11.8 hooked up. This motor or battery lead comes back through, zip tied up, so it's not rubbing on the chassis at all or on the drive shaft. It's clear. Got the capacitor on the LT4 hooked up. It's two-sided tape to the bottom of the carbon fiber. Been there for quite some time. But when I hook this up and turn it on, nothing happens. Nothing at all. And I don't mean nothing. There is one little tiny glimmer of red light. You see it down behind that resistor? There it went, you saw that. So anyway, we'll try and do the programming. Push the button, turn it on, beep, 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 let go, and she doesn't stop beeping. No receiver light on. Nothing. So I think the first thing I'm going to do is try a different receiver. If I push this button, it'll stop beeping. And if I push it again, nothing happens. The thing I thought to try is receiver pack, charging pack, hooked up to the auxiliary port of the receiver. And you can hear the servo buzzing, and you can see that the fan speed is running. And although not enough amp draw to really work the Savos, it's working. Okay? Pretty sure that it's not the receiver. So I got the ESC wire out of the way, and again, verified there's no cracks in the insulation. There's room for all of this stuff to wiggle. There's no wires exposed. It's not shorting out on something. But I went ahead and plugged the batteries back in. I've got the lead. I'm going to check the voltage on that. Oh my God. a videographer would be really nice right about now. Sorry for those of you struggling to try and watch this. Power switch is on, batteries connected, lead 5.19. I guess I don't know if the voltage changes if I pull the trigger at all. Nope, no voltage change. But it's weird that it's tweaking up. Why does this continue to climb? I haven't moved this. This might be boring, but I'm going to watch this and see if it just continues to climb. It started at 519 if I remember right. And I guess I don't know the BEC output voltage of the LT. I was thinking it'd probably be 5.5. The 519 was not a huge shock. But I wonder if it's supposed to be 6.0. And if it is, why in the hell is it only 5.85? It looks to be pretty stabilized there. I'm going to power this off again. When it's off, we're going to give it another 0. Give it another shot and see what happens. That one was quicker, right to 5.85. We'll plug it back in and give it a shot. Moment of truth. Got everything plugged back in. I hear something, but nothing's happening. Radio's still on. Let's try to reprogram again. Push the little tiny button. SSDD. Well, there's a new one. I don't even know what's trying to run. I can't tell if it's my servo or if it's the fan. You can hear something trying to run. I had an LT4-120 before. I hit a curb in my Stampede 4x4 at wide open, probably about 40 miles an hour. I broke the caps off of the board. I resoldered them on. It didn't work. I wrote it off as, I broke it because I hit a curb. But just on a whim, I tried a BEC just to see if that would work, and it did. So I'm going to disconnect the power here, reconnect the receiver pack, hook the throttle up there and the receiver pack up there, and we'll see what happens. Disconnected the power wire, taped it off so I don't short it out on anything, because I'm trying to not be stupid. Signal into the throttle cable, throttle slot, whatever. Pressed in all the way. Off. Receiver pack. Receiver's going to get power right away. Oh, my radio's off. Oh, listen to that. Fan turns on, servo's buzzing. Turn the radio on. Still get steering. And still nothing. I know the Savox servos are loud, but that fan is even more so annoying. And no, I don't have a car stand. We use tires. Shh. Hush. Alright. Well, at least now I'm getting fast blinking. That means something, right? But what does that mean? Huh. Why didn't it beep when it turned on? And why is it blinking so fast? That's not blinky mode. I haven't messed with the programming. So the beep. So I'm curious as to why it didn't beep when I turned it on, and why you guys are looking at the countertop. But I'll do it again because it's repeatable now, at least. So turn it back. Still got receiver power because the BEC's plugged in. I get beeping, blinking, but no beeps when I turned it on. And I still have now. Forward. No reverse. I get a solid red when I'm giving it reverse. Does it go red to green when I get full throttle? Well, I guess I'll try and recalibrate it now. Okay. Just in case I screwed up my sequence, I'm holding it in place. There, the yellow came on. Still no reverse. I just recalibrated it on camera, so I know that my throttle trim didn't get bumped. I guess it's time to go in and get the laptop and hook up the programmer. Okay, it's bouncing to forward. I thought maybe I had reverse, but trigger bounce. That's obviously not a good way to drive, but brakes work. Alright, battery connected, switch is off, reconnected the power. Oh wait, whoops, reconnected the power, hooked it up to the USB dongle. Brushless Hobbies original, not the Hobby Wing. This one came with the ESC. Device was recognized. USB flash programmer. And my setup. Mod 0. Sorry, I've never filmed a computer screen before. Mode 0, profile car, 0 car, forward only with brake. That must have reset itself to default, because that is not how I had it set. That would make sense as to why I didn't have reverse. Back on. Not using the receiver pack. Trying to use this BEC internal again. I mean, it was registering at 5.85 volts. So it should be good. Why am I anxious? No beeping. No flashing. Do I have to reprogram it again after I don't get it at all. Now it's solid. It wasn't solid before. You can see the LED underneath the case there. Just odd. I thought maybe if you guys haven't seen how to do this, how to remove the power wire, I just put a number 11 blade underneath it to release the prong to pull it back out. Again, leave the lead attached, negative to negative, signal to signal. It's tricky stuff one-handed trying to make a video. And my receiver pack vanished to behind the laptop. Back to blinking. I would imagine the blinking means blinking mode, but whatever. I really don't feel like I should buy a BEC because this one failed for no apparent reason. Pretty irritating. I guess I'll keep the thread updated as to what happens with Brushless Hobbies and Stan. I don't know what to say. I mean, I don't even know if I want another one, even if it is free or discounted. I understand he's running a business, but can't be giving away product. And at the same time, I'm a hobbyist. I'm his consumer. We're the folks that he needs to make sure are happy with the product. And at the same time, if we're not happy with the product, we should be doing our diligence to at least help them figure out how to make their product better, because in the end, competition is great for the industry. Say what you want about all the fanboys for the RC makes, but you look at it in the terms of like automotive stuff. If Toyota wasn't what Toyota was, Honda wouldn't be what they are. They owe it to each other for pressuring themselves to do better. You know, this ESC came with a programming card, which is a great value in my mind to come with the programmer, at a price that's reasonable compared to what you can buy on eBay, say a Mamba Max Pro, which we all know if you're running one of these, it needs a BEC as well. But at least it's reliable in the fact that it's weak. I mean, we know that. We know that going into it if you've read any reviews or seen any reviews or done any research on what you're buying. So yeah, I guess on that note, I'll be disgusted for the night and know that I enjoyed doing 52 miles an hour. I was surprised as all get out that the motor geared 54 and 18. Now I don't recall. It's either 17 or 18 on the pinion there. I'm pretty sure that's 18. 52.6 on the GPS. So 112 degrees on that little guy. Not too shabby. Anyway, see ya.